Good evening, everyone. This is the Movie Mates podcast for the week of March 2nd, 2020. I will be your host alongside my two friends, Anthony and Sean.
Hello, guys. You didn't say your name, Mr. Host.
I am Hunter. Everyone knows me.
It's good to have you here, Hunter.
Thank you, Sean.
And Anthony is
I
also
said
here.
Anthony. I said
You did?
Sean and Anthony.
Oh,
I
okay.
said
Come
Sean
on,
and
man.
Anthony.
Okay, my bad. What's up, everyone? Good job, Hunter. We'll work on it. We took about 5 takes, so that's fine.
Oh my God.
He's learning
They
how.
weren't all Hunter's fault.
No, one of them was my fault, but that's fine. Today we're going to talk about Onward, and that's going to be a little bit later. But first, let's talk about maybe what we've been up to. Sean, would you like to start?
Would you like me to start?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll start. So
Some things overlap, so it'll
yeah, some things overlap. I'll save the thing I know we both did till for the last thing that never mind.
There might be 2 things we both did.
Maybe. I don't know what you've done. So I've still playing Pokemon Shield.
Are you almost done?
Yeah, I'm getting pretty close. Let's see, got all 8 badges. I just need to go do the Champion Cup or whatever it's called. Hunter beat
Nice.
the game, he knows.
Yes. Sean, I'm curious. Who's your team now? Has anything changed?
Well, considering last time we talked I had 1 badge, and now I have 8, yes, it's changed.
Excellent.
How many are there?
You have 6 on your team.
Oh.
So let's see, who do I got? I got the I might mess up some of the names, so you might have to help me here, Hunter.
Okay.
I have the Fire Bunny starter, Cinderace, I think is his name.
Yep.
He's really good. I know Hunter hates that Pokemon.
Absolutely. Worst Pokemon in the history of Pokemon.
See, that's kind of how I feel about the Water starter in that generation.
Wow.
And I don't know, maybe not worst Pokemon, but it's like my least favorite starter. I just don't like the design.
That's fair.
Uh,
He does look a little thin.
And I'm not a huge fan. Like, I think I like the design of the Grass Gorilla more, but the Fire Rabbit guy just had better stats, so I picked him. And then who else do I got? I have Hunter's favorite Pokemon, Haxorus.
Haxorus?
Yes,
Is it like a dinosaur?
kinda. It's like a dragon thing.
What's the name of that one with the mouth agape? What's that Pokemon, the starter?
Mouth Agape?
Yeah, his mouth's open. He has he's always like
I have
You
no
don't
idea.
have to be more
the
specific.
blue one. He looks like he's scared all the time.
Oh, from this gener?
Sobble.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
What's his name?
Sobble.
yeah.
The very first form? The little tiny one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
That's
one of the
That's
3
He's
starters,
saying
right?
that the final evolution is his least favorite.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Does he
Okay.
still make that face?
No.
Oh.
He's supposed
not
to
fun.
be a secret agent.
I'm sorry, what?
Yep. So all right, it doesn't matter.
Wait,
So-
Pokemon can be secret agents?
Yeah, well, the bunny's based off a soccer player.
Oh.
Um,
Oh, he's not actually a secret agent.
no,
He's based off
he's
of
based
that.
off a secret agent.
I don't understand. He looks like a fish.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, all right.
Anyway, so I have the bunny, and I have Hunter's favorite Haxorus.
Yes.
Is that your favorite?
No, he's just
Okay.
really cool.
Okay.
Especially the shiny form, too.
And I have the electric poison guy, Toxtricity or something.
Good choice.
Um,
Easily my favorite Pokemon from that game.
I'd probably agree with that.
Did you get the I can't remember what the forms are called. One is like
The amp
the
form
amp form or the
and the low key form.
low key form.
I have the low
Low-key.
key form.
Oh, that sucks.
I mean, I wanted the other one, but like I evolved it, and I don't want to go back and get another
Yeah.
one.
You can always do the raids and stuff around the thing. You can get to get the next one.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So
But so I have those 3, and then I have the new form of Rapidash, the Psychic Fairy one,
yeah, nice.
and then I have the regional bird, the like flying steel one.
Great choice, Corvic Knight.
Yes, that one. And then the little Barracuda guy. I think it's Barracuda is the fish.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's my team.
Not bad. Not bad.
What are the differences between the two? Is it just that one Pokemon as always?
Well,
Between the two versions.
Yeah.
It's several different Pokemon. There's different paths of gyms, I believe, between Sword and Shield.
yeah, there's a
There's-
couple that change.
Like, I'm pretty sure all I think it's all 16 types or whatever somehow intermingled into the game, and like I think other than the core ones, they're switched out or something like that for the other version. So
I don't know, but good game so far. Good Pokemon game, I guess.
Is it your favorite?
No,
Oh.
but it's
what
good.
is your favorite?
Well, my favorite generation would probably be Generation 2.
Good choice.
And then,
Is that Gold and Silver?
yeah, I also like the remakes of Heart Gold and Soul Silver a lot. I just like how, like,
I think those are people's favorites, actually.
after you do the 8, like, it has the most stuff to do in the game. Like, you get all 8 badges like every other Pokemon game. Then they're like, hey, go back to the first region from Red and Blue and do all those 8 badges. And then, as a secret boss at the end, you can fight your character from the first game.
Oh, yeah.
You can fight
You fight
Red
Red,
on
yeah.
the top of the mountain. Like, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that game was so well done, and I mean,
Why can't they do that again? They've had like
because Iwata made
1,000
that
after.
game, helped make that game.
you did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Who
He
did?
was the one that came up
Iwata.
with the idea of going
Oh.
back and
Late
visiting the
Iwata.
original Kanto gyms,
And that was a fantastic idea.
because they like kind of spliced it, because you couldn't really see half the town. It was either under construction or something like that. Like they cut out where they could because they wanted to make the whole game fit with all 18 badges.
Yeah,
So 18? No, 16 badges.
16.
Do you do that again in Heart Gold?
Yes.
Yes, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you do that again. Plus more stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
Great game.
but also the rival in that game, he's kind of a weird little dude.
Bead
No,
or
Hop.
in the last couple games, your rival has been very questionable.
I like the little goth girl, whatever her name is.
Oh yeah, she's
She's
really
cool. But your Hop, like,
How are they questionable?
he gets excited and he makes this like Super Saiyan pose all the time, and I'm like, dude, chill out. Like, you just got your first Pokemon, chill. And he's like, I'm gonna be the best in the world, and he like goes.
And then you smash him
Have you
to the
even
ground.
done the legendary stuff yet?
No,
Oh, you need to wait for that. It's good stuff.
I beat the 8th gym, and then I went through the like snow path and got to where the Champion Cup is or whatever.
Okay, you probably got like an hour ahead of you before you start like shit hits the fan basically.
Okay. In Pokemon.
I found it.
Mhm.
All right. So what else have I been doing? I finished season 1 of Sex Ed.
Nice.
So I'm gonna start season 2. I don't know, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow.
Good stuff.
Good show. I like it. I have high hopes for season 2, and the season 3 that is apparently like coming next year or something.
Yeah, every January
Probably
I
same
think,
time,
until they finally decide to stop or whatever.
Do you guys think this is a show that should go on for a while? Because you guys have both seen the
I
second
think
season.
that
Couple
I'm
more,
not trying
few
to
more
spoil
seasons?
anything, but I could say that this show could potentially be wrapped up by the end of next season.
I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, I like a show with a good
They
ending.
could probably stop at any point, but I think 5 seasons is always a good,
Yeah, but I
little
mean,
fun.
think about how we left off in season 2. It just feels like there's only so much more they can do to get the ending that people want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is the ending people want Otis and Maeve getting together?
I would say so.
I mean,
that's
'cause
the
I would-
one want.
I'd like that, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I would say I'd like them to get together after the first season, because it seems like they both want it too. But it just hasn't worked out for them.
Well, season 2 is going to take you on a slippery slope.
I'm
I
sure it
think.
will. I just want to see some more good television. I think that's all the stuff I've been doing, other than I finished today, before you guys got here, Castlevania Season 3. And I know Anthony watched that as well.
So good.
Great stuff.
Best season?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say best season overall.
Which is funny. Okay, I'm assuming Hunter's not going to watch it.
We'll see. Maybe one day.
Can we spoil this?
Go for it. I don't really.
Okay.
If I end up seeing it, maybe I'll forget about it. Who knows?
Okay, so spoilers, but if you haven't seen the show, but I think it's surprising that this show did like its best season even without Dracula in it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, did you miss Dracula during this season?
Not really. But the scene you see him, I thought for sure he was coming back.
I'm sure he will, probably.
He will, but I thought for sure at that moment I was like, shit's going down. He's coming back. But
I thought maybe
I'm glad they didn't because it's kind of too soon.
I thought maybe that'd be the end of the season. He like comes through some portal.
Yeah,
Out of
I
hell.
thought he was gonna make it out of there, but good old Saint, or what is his name? Saint Germain.
Yes.
He closed that shit. But also, who was that girl in there?
With Dracula?
No. I know who that is. The one waiting for, or he was like, "Show me what I want."
I'm assuming like his wife or
Oh, okay.
lover
Tell
of
you
some
what you
sort.
want, what you really, really want.
Exactly.
Everyone's great, and the voice cast is great, and the action is amazing, even though there's not like a whole lot of it.
Yeah, they give quite a few episodes no action, but
But it is
it pays
great.
off at the end.
It is gory. Hunter, I'm telling you, your mouth will be open during these scenes. Like, even though it's just anime,
Oh, I don't put it past them.
it's pretty awesome. Um,
What did you think of Alucard's storyline? Because I thought I liked
okay,
the beginning, but it didn't go too many places.
so the second those two, the brother and sister,
Yeah,
I think they're brother and sister, get there, I was like, this is really random. And then I was like, I don't trust them the entire time. I was like, something's weird here.
yeah.
Like they're not like they're gonna like betray him or something. And essentially that's pretty much what happened. Um,
I like read online though that they weren't even planning on betraying him. They were just like paranoid that he was withholding things from them,
yeah,
and it like caused them to betray him.
yeah. Yeah.
But I just
I
thought
just knew
like
something was weird. Like something was gonna like go down. Like it was, you know, I don't know.
I was just thinking like Alucard didn't have too much to do this season other than just hang out with
No,
those people for a little bit.
he kind of just moped around. But it's better than I guess him moping around by himself.
Yeah, I heard
Savage at the end though, when he's
Yes.
like, "I'm becoming my father," pretty much.
Will
And he puts him on
be?
stakes.
Will he ever become like the new like big bad of the series, and then Trevor and Cypher are gonna have to fight him?
I think that'll happen before Dracula comes back, if he does come back.
Probably.
He could just end up becoming Dracula.
Unless he and Dracula team up and become evil together. But is Dracula even evil at this point?
I don't know. He just wanted his wife.
Yeah, he just wanted his wife, and now he has her.
Which is what he got. Which I don't know why he would want to come back then.
I don't know if he wants to even leave hell.
Yeah, you can't really tell from his face when he looks towards the portal if he was like, "Get me out," or like more just curious. I guess I don't know.
Also, that one dude hates children so much that he murders
Did
them,
not see that coming.
and he
I think he might have raped them.
well, no, because we saw their skeletons at the bottom of that
Yeah,
pit.
but I mean, you can do both. I thought he was like some kind of like creep like that,
Well, also, like
I think it's just up for interpretation.
he sends
really.
that kid to like go fall in that pit of spikes and die because he ran in the town.
Oh, that's true.
Because he did some running.
Yeah.
He has to die.
I caught that before. When they saw, they're like, "Are those animal bones in there?" And I was like, "It's the kid.
Oh yeah.
He sent that kid."
Well, that's exactly what he told the kid is what he
Yeah.
told the
It like clicked in that moment for me. I was like, "Wait, that's what he said to the kid," and I was like, "That's."
going
And he
into
kept their shoes.
going into the last episode. I was like,
Weird.
are we ever gonna hear about that apple tree? And then
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I was thinking that, but I was.
Mhm.
What did you think of Isaac's whole thing?
It was a good side story, I feel like. I don't know if, I don't know. It wasn't the most exciting thing in the season for me. But when all the people, like, when he breaks the curse
Yeah.
or whatever, and all those people fall from the sky, I was like, no. No. I thought for sure we were going to get shots of people hitting the ground. And it was just going to be
That show's not against like showing a very dark
gratuitous
stuff.
violence. But yeah, it's great. Because he was searching for something, right? He didn't find it.
No, he did.
He
found
did?
it. Yeah, it's the big mirror thing.
Did he find that mirror?
Yeah, it was in the like
Oh,
basement.
yeah. And then he just kind of sits around and he's like,
Yeah.
I did good.
And then there was Hector and the four sisters that had their whole storyline.
Lenore was excellent the entire way through.
I do not like Carmilla, whatever her name is.
Oh yeah, she's terrible.
I think I like the other three more.
Mhm.
And Carmilla was the one that was in there from last season.
Yeah.
But once they introduced the other three, I was like, I like them more.
It's pretty crazy how like nothing, though all of those didn't intersect the entire season. No one's storylines intersected, so that's cool setting up for other seasons. So, but
I think
it might be another year and a half before we get it.
probably a some big battle will happen between like
Oh yeah.
all of Isaac's things and all of the four vampire sisters. Some big old war will happen. Somewhere in there, Trevor will be like, "Yeah, I'm here with my whip."
He was badass when he dual wielded
Oh, I was gonna say that when he pulled out two whips and dual
against
wielded
that Bloodborne looking monster.
they all look like they're from sort of
I
Bloodborne
know.
game.
It's really creepy when in Isaac's like his scenes and his monster's just in the background just standing.
Yep.
And I was like, wow, these things are
I
straight
like
from
that
hell.
scene with him and the captain where they were talking about like humanity, like when they're on the boat.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
think that was like episode 5 or something.
That was cool. And you let him live. Um yeah, it's good stuff.
Good
Castlevania.
season.
Did you play Final Fantasy VII Remake, Sean?
Nope, I did not.
What? You didn't play the demo.
I did not.
Are you just gonna wait for the game?
Yep.
Sadness.
I watched some like stuff of it on YouTube and it looks really good, but I didn't play it.
That's pretty fun. The boss at the end kind of kicked my ass. I wasn't. You have to make good use of your skills in that game.
I mean, all I had heard from that the demo was really fun and people were really liking it. I was like, that's kind of all I need to know. I was already planning on getting the game anyway.
Yeah, some good stuff. Too bad Hunter won't partake in that.
Nope.
That's fine. He'll be playing.
Animal Crossing.
Doom.
Hunter,
Yeah.
you're gonna finish Doom in a day, and platinum it in 2, and return it to GameStop.
In 3.
Yes.
We'll see.
And then you'll play Animal Crossing.
Well, for me, aside from Castlevania and playing that remake,
Well,
Final Fantasy VII, I continued Clone Wars. It is better than I remember it being as a kid, which is a good
Okay,
thing.
so wait, like, did you actually watch it as a kid and you just didn't remember it, kind of, or what?
Okay, no. Here's what happened. Clone Wars came on like Friday nights.
Yeah.
Okay. I either had practice and I would miss it, and we didn't have DVR, so I would just miss it, or we'd have like football games, and I would miss it. So at some point, I just kind of gave up watching it.
Fair enough.
But I do like how like not every episode is like a self-contained like wrapped up in that episode story.
No, but the arcs are great.
Yeah. And I feel like I've watched that Rising Destroy Malevolence storyline at least 4 times in my life because I feel like I've started this show and tried to
Yeah.
watch it over like years after in high school and stuff, and I'd never get past that storyline. But like
Is
even
that where you finished up right now?
no, I'm on episode 9 or 10 or something of the first season. But even something that like is kind of just like could be a 1 episode thing, like losing R2D2
Yeah.
was actually like 2 episodes, which I appreciate.
Yeah. It only gets better. Let me just say, season 1 is probably like the weakest. Season
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, really good.
Yeah. I've been enjoying it.
5 has probably one of the best arcs of the entire show too.
And the opening theme never fails to get me hyped.
Yes.
Just right before the also the narrator's voice, is he also the guy on the bridge?
Yes, I believe
The
so.
mustache?
Admiral Yularen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's,
that's the same voice. I've also heard that voice in many other things in my life.
I
But
want to
can't.
say it's almost like a telling of his like point of view, but then like
That'd be so random though.
But it's like it wouldn't make sense for the stories that he's literally not involved in whatsoever because he
Yeah.
disappears for good chunks of the show at a time. But
Sean, you gonna ever start that show?
Yeah, I'll start it.
once he finishes everything else on his to-do list,
It's a big to-do list.
I know.
But
It's like a CVS receipt, Sean.
Also, I like Anakin more in this,
Oh, Anakin is
and that
fantastic
probably
in the
has
show.
to do with what's his face from the movies.
Lucas.
Not Lucas, the one who plays him.
Hayden Christensen?
Yeah.
From what like I
He's just
basically
more
got,
charismatic in this
more
show.
charismatic. He is not whiny and annoying and weird like he was
Yeah.
in episode 2. Like,
So all I can think about while watching this is like sand, it's coarse, and I'm looking at like this Clone Wars character. I was like, these are not the same people.
no, they've made Anakin
Yeah.
out to be so much more mature in the show. It's ridiculous. How are you liking Ahsoka?
She's cool. I mean, she's just kind of master this, and I'm like, Ahsoka, just shut up.
It gets better.
Ahsoka, you just got here. Don't tell Anakin what to do.
Oh, you don't even know half of it yet.
I know. I can't wait. That'll be good.
Yeah, Sean, you're letting time slowly pass by on a really good show.
It's not going anywhere.
I
It's
know.
not
it's
going
not.
anywhere.
Disney Plus is staying probably for the rest of our lives in some form or another. Unless you
Until
can
Disney sells everything to another overlord.
To Hunter.
to Apple.
To me, yes, to me.
Hunter owns everything. Hunter, what have you been up to?
What have
Besides
I been up
5 hours
to?
of Fortnite. What?
Just watching more Clone Wars. I watched the 3rd episode of the new season. Good stuff.
Wait, you rewatched all of it?
Yeah, I'm rewatching the entire series.
Wait, you just said you watched a new episode.
Yeah, right now I'm about
Oh, you're
halfway.
rewatching it and skipping to the new ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I
'cause
thought you
wanna
already
see-
finished. I was like, what?
No, I'm
Honestly,
so
it wouldn't shock me.
It,
like 20-minute episodes. Like I'm already.
there's still 22 in like every season almost.
That's fair.
I think it gets smaller later.
Yeah, it does.
I'm halfway through season 5 right now, so
Wait, this is 7, right? The new one?
Yeah.
6 is the one that has like 5?
13 episodes.
Oh, okay.
Season 6 got some good stuff too.
5 is where they ended it, right? They canceled it, and then they're like, we'll do another one.
No, 6 is I think where they canceled it
Oh, okay.
because that was when they were just like, we could keep doing this. But
So does it have like a weird kind of ending? Because they made another season. So I wonder if like they had a weird kind of ending because they thought that was going to be the end.
So technically,
Because
none
that was
of this
before
takes
Disney or
place.
something.
None of these episodes so far are supposed to take place in any chronological order to the ending of season 6. Season 6, I think, the ending of that is going to continue off of the later episodes this season when we see the Order 66 episode and stuff like that when that's in effect. But
I wonder where this will go up to.
this is going to.
I mean, it goes right up to 3,
arcs.
right?
There's 4 arcs this season. I think it's the Echo arc, the Order 66 arc, the Darth Maul arc, and then there's I think one more that people may or may not know about.
So are they going to show more of like actual Order 66 and like Jedi being slaughtered? Because they kind of just gloss over that in 3.
Yeah.
You kind of see people running into battle, and you're like, okay, and they die.
From what I understand, by the end of this season, we're going to see the effects of Order 66 in action.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So it'll be really nice to see a different point of view than just
That'll be fun to see.
cutscenes to every Jedi being gloriously murdered across the entire galaxy. So.
And Ahsoka being murdered?
Because Ahsoka's in Rebels, isn't she?
When is Rebels?
That's after.
Sean, you're spoiling things.
Oh, okay.
I don't care.
Spoilers.
I mean, it's fine.
Ahsoka, you'll see.
Also, she talks to Rey in 9, doesn't she? I mean, she could be dead.
Yeah,
But
they were
that
all
one
Force
she could've
ghosts.
been. So we don't know. We'll see.
Things happen to her. I don't know. Don't listen.
When
I
you're
haven't
done with
seen
Clone
any
Wars,
of the
watch
shows.
Rebels. It's just as equally as good.
I will. There's less.
Rebels is also a lot shorter, yes.
I don't care for the animated style though. The Clone Wars is
Rebels is almost identical. It's just
kind
slightly
of,
different.
but maybe it's the character's nose.
Oh,
It's
Ezra
huge.
Bridger's nose? Yes, it's very big.
It's like rounded to his
Yes.
like
Speaking
face.
of big noses, we're going to be talking about a character in a movie that has a gigantic nose.
Oh yeah, we should probably get to that.
Well, we got news.
Yeah, are you talking about Onward?
Yes.
There's a character with a big nose.
Tom Holland's character has the
Oh
gigantic
yeah,
nose.
it's like it looks like Stu Pickles' nose.
Yeah.
Like it's huge.
That's such a
It-
random analogy.
That was a deep cut there.
Well, I almost said Squidward, but Squidward just kind of hangs.
Squidward hangs.
His is out,
Yeah.
you know. We'll get there. We'll get there. Let's start some news. First of all, the box office. Invisible Man takes top with 29 mil opening weekend. And Sean, My Hero Academia,
Academia.
Macadamia?
Yes,
Heroes,
Macadamia.
Heroes Rising made it to number 4 with 5.1 million. That's
Made it to number 4.
yeah,
That's pretty
of
good.
the 10. That's not
I know
bad.
some people that contributed to that movie.
Sean didn't though.
I did not.
I know.
I would like to see it, but
You should have gone with you know who.
I think Sean didn't want to pay for it.
I mean, I also just
So is
have
it just like
things
a
going
thing
on.
for all animated movies that are not like of a massive studio that we have to pay extra for?
At AMC, yeah,
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
because they're not. I
Also, I haven't
They're
seen
limited
the other
releases.
My Hero Academia movie. I should watch it, but I don't think either. If someone out there knows and can tell me this, if you know me in real life, text me. If you don't, leave a comment on the video. I don't know if these movies are canon because I don't think they're written by the author of the manga. I think he gave like an outline for this and was like, "Here's a story. Like, do what you want."
Oh.
I don't think like that they actually matter in terms of
Well, that happened to
watching
Dragon
this.
Ball movies, right?
Yeah, most of the Dragon Ball movies are not canon except the recent ones,
What's the point then?
just for fun, and they make them money.
Oh, yeah.
It looks
Yeah,
good
but
though.
anyway, good for that movie.
Yeah,
I did not foresee that happening.
I'm always down for something unique like that's. I mean, I've heard the movie's good, so if it's good and people are going out there and seeing it, I think that's cool.
So first up for some news, Sony has assigned Venom director to. You want to take a guess?
Director for Venom 2?
No, the director for Venom, the first one,
We talked about
Uncharted.
this like last week, I think.
No, he didn't. But yes, he's in it.
He's the director of Uncharted.
Yes. Also, Antonio Banderas is in the movie.
As who? He's
It
probably a
didn't
villain.
say. It didn't say.
He's probably one of
He
the
probably is a
villains.
villain. He's probably the main villain or something like
Yeah.
that.
Will this be based off the first game, or will it be?
No, because he's younger.
Yeah, so it's going to be an original story basically.
Yeah. But the two writers from Iron Man are writing the script, so
What's interesting though
that
to
fills me with some hope.
Oh,
Yeah, what's interesting to me though is that you think of what Antonio Banderas looks like. I'm pretty sure the villain of the first
Game, that's what I was
kind of
thinking.
looks like him. So
Yeah.
maybe this is still the same character. He survives. Who knows?
I don't know.
I mean, they could just do a different interpretation of the first game
They
of
could.
a younger Nate. Like you,
They really missed the boat with Nathan Fillion. That will forever kill me.
I mean, I feel like it might have been too late
Even back then.
back then. Because how old is Nathan Drake supposed to be? Like in his
Back then?
like, let's say in the
I
first game.
want to say
he's-
early 30s.
he's probably early 30s. Because back
Yeah.
then, because Nathan Fillion's like 50 now.
Yeah.
So
Even when they did the fan film, he was a little slow, but oh man, that fan film was so good.
With
Yes, with a guy who you wanted, and I guess everyone else wanted to be
Cable.
Cable, yeah.
Yes, he still should have been Cable. I feel like.
Stephen Lang,
Yeah.
Yes,
Ivy from
he
Tombstone.
looks like Cable and Avatar.
Yes, he is an Avatar.
And he's
And
going
gonna
to
be in
continue,
the second
even though
one,
I'm pretty sure he exploded or something.
He died.
He transferred his consciousness into
James
another-
Cameron does what he wants.
Yes.
So No Time to Die has been delayed from April to November 25th, 2020.
That's such bullshit.
So it looks like
We
There-
bought tickets and everything too.
there is enough
they
time
were.
to die.
There is enough time to die.
This movie's like
7
3
months,
hours
in
long,
fact.
and we have like 7 months to wait.
No time to die.
I'm
to
assuming because
coronavirus.
that's because of coronavirus. I'm assuming.
Also, when
No one
you-
else is moving though.
When you guys were texting in our group chat about No Time to Die being delayed, I was standing up in class giving a presentation as my phone is just like vibrating off the hook.
Good stuff.
And
Why
you're
do
like,
you
and
have
you're like,
vibrate on? No
you're
one
like,
has
this
no
better be
vibrate
good.
on.
And in my mind, I'm like, this is Anthony.
No one is
out there.
vibrating anymore. I vibrate.
I keep mine on silent
Oh, in
Vibrate.
class.
and everything.
I mean, I usually don't get spammed unless I get suddenly
Well, I
put
also
into a
found out that
10-person group chat.
Keeping vibration on like also screws with your phone battery. Like it costs a lot more.
Oh, I'm sure.
than just regular silence phone. So.
That's pretty funny though. But so that puts it up around Thanksgiving now, and it's going to go up against Godzilla vs Kong.
Same
Which-
day?
No, it's like it's a few days after, but it's still one of those is like a Wednesday,
Okay.
you know, so it still puts it in like that time period. And then I guess there's also a Disney animated movie that at that time,
What is the Disney animated movie?
Raya and the Last Dragon.
Sounds cool. Have no idea what it is.
Never heard of that.
Sean, remember that we saw a trailer for a movie that's literally coming out next week before Onward?
Yes. What is it called again? I still believe.
Oh yeah,
What was
it's
interesting?
a Christian movie, right?
No, it's the guy about he plays music and his like girlfriend gets sick.
I think it's still a Christian.
Okay,
Because
whatever.
you know how like every like March they have those movies.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Because it's like I still believe. Also, she's dead.
Also,
She's so dead in that movie.
what I want to know is I was like the trailer started and it's like some guy and he's like sits down, plays his guitar, and people are like, oh yeah, play for us or whatever. And it's like based off the true story. I'm like, oh, is this gonna be some like musical movie about like some guy like that we know? And then I'm like, oh no, it's
Nope, it's just like
just one of these.
with Britt Robertson.
I mean, it might be good
Tomorrowland.
if people like the movie. I don't wanna knock it, but I probably won't be
But
seeing
no,
that.
she's so dead though.
I think she lives.
Really?
That also came
I
out.
think it
that
looks
her bet of the week?
painfully like obvious.
Is that her bet of the week?
No,
because I'm not gonna see the movie.
I have to look it
Look
up.
it up afterwards.
Yeah, but that's no fun.
Fine, it's
Fine, we'll do the bet, but that means you have to go see it by yourself.
No.
That means you can also win because you can just make up what happens.
yourself. And then I go and actually look it up, and I was like, "How do you
joined the
lie?"
Avengers, Sean.
Oh.
You wouldn't even know.
And so yeah, so they moved James Bond, and basically everybody else has said we're not moving anything. Disney's not moving Black Widow. Universal's not moving F9.
We'll see about that.
Have we decided is that the name of the movie? Does anyone know still?
F9?
Is it just called F9?
Fast 9. I thought.
Is it called Fast
I
9?
don't know what it's called.
I'm pretty sure it's called Fast 9.
All right, someone look it up.
Ah.
Because I'm telling you, I've seen posters that
No,
say
this-
F9
it-
The Fast Saga. That's not a title.
That's also what the trailer says.
So what's the title, though? Is it called The Fast Saga?
F9 The Fast Saga.
Stop.
Well,
The whole thing is the fast. That's like if
They refer to it in articles as Fast 9.
Doctor Strange came out and it was called Doctor Strange The Infinity Saga after every single movie.
well, here's what we need.
They should just call it F9.
After
Or Fast
once we
Saga.
get to 10,
It's dying.
be done?
It will be
no,
done.
it has to be called Fast 10 Your Seatbelt.
We're not gonna do
You
that.
saw that
Wait,
one, Sean, didn't you?
he did. Is 11 the last one,
No, this
or is 10 being split?
10 they're wanting to split into two parts.
So it's 11.
So yes. Or 10.5.
Let's just call it 11.
Fast
Okay.
10,
We're making 10 and 11.
Infinity Fast Infinity.
Stop.
Fast Infinity, Fast Endgame.
Hopefully this franchise dies. after
I'm telling you,
that
though.
movie.
If they don't go to space in one of these movies, I'm going to be severely disappointed.
Oh, they'll probably go to space.
See, the
in
weird
this
thing is,
movie.
I don't even want them to go to space because it would probably be lame. But they
Probably,
better go
but
to space.
That'll be the best part, though. After they just
Okay, they can go to
they
space.
got caught on a rope and swung across a chasm.
It wasn't even a chasm.
Here's how they have to
islands.
go to space. They're going to be driving, and Vin Diesel's going to have to go up a ramp, and they're going to be
He's
like,
going to
guys,
blast off rockets.
then whatever, Michelle Rodriguez is like, we're not going to make it. And then Vin Diesel's like, I got some extra nos right here, and he like punches it, and then they just shoot into space.
I'm literally done right now.
They have to. No, you know it's going to be like
And
car
then-
races on the moon or something.
Whatever his name is, the
Vin
most
Diesel has
who's the
to
who's the
have
annoying
strip.
character in the movie?
All of them?
No, the really annoying one.
All of them?
Oh,
Gibson.
Tyrese Gibson.
He's just floating in space, and then he blows up.
Oh god.
Oh, he's for sure dead by the end. By
No,
the end
none
of
of
the
them
series.
are dying.
They're all
No,
it's,
someone-
it's about family.
Oh, I'm telling you, Vin Diesel's dying for sure at one of
Nah.
these.
We talk about how Vin Diesel. We're gonna get super sidetracked here,
Are
but
we
why
seeing
is
Bloodshot next weekend?
I'm down.
Sure.
All right, fine.
That looks pretty good. It looks like another Vin Diesel movie, but slightly better.
That's our bet. That's our bet this week. So I'll wait for that.
If we see Bloodshot,
No,
because I'll
I'll
say
take that
yes
bet.
and
I'll
then
say
win
no.
that bet.
I think also
I'll say
Sean
no.
has inadvertently made a bet for Fast 10, your seatbelts. When she says we're not going to make it and they go into space, I think that's actually going to happen.
probably. I'm sure it's going to be.
You know who was actually up for the role of Bloodshot along with Vin Diesel?
Wait, let's try.
Ryan Reynolds.
Let's try to guess. Okay,
I'm pretty sure.
give us one hint.
Ryan Reynolds.
No, it is. This actor has been in another comic book movie before, which is a big spectrum.
MCU,
No.
DC,
Yes.
Ben Affleck,
No. They have.
Henry Cavill,
No.
Jack Courtney.
No.
I'm
Jason
running.
Momoa.
I'm running out of people.
No.
Wait, Ezra Miller.
No.
Gal Gadot.
No.
They're in a DC movie.
Yep.
Christian Bale
DCEU or
or just
Christian
DC.
Bale?
DCEU.
Oh shit. Okay.
Do you want another hint?
J. Jonah Jameson?
It's not an actor.
Oh, the one who was supposed to be Deathstroke.
No.
What's his name?
Uh,
Joe
Joe
Mantinelli?
Manganiello?
Martinelli's?
I think it's
Joe Martinelli.
yes, Joe Martinelli's. I think it's
Joe
Manganiello.
Apple
But
cider.
Yeah, something like that. Not him?
no,
Oh my god,
Cyborg?
is it Lex Luthor?
no. And it's not. It's neither of what you said. Do
What? That's like literally everyone.
you want another hint?
No, because that'll be too.
Is it an old man?
No.
No, it's not. It's
Jeremy
not.
Irons?
I just.
No, it's not Jeremy Irons.
He's not that old. He's kind of.
He's pretty old.
Is it?
Damn, I don't. Is this? We're never gonna guess this, are we?
We'll guess it.
What the?
I mean,
What am I missing?
Does he have a major role?
They can't. We've already named all of them.
You never know.
yes, but no.
Is he in Suicide Squad?
Wait, Willem Dafoe.
Is he in
No.
Suicide Squad?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Oh God, Jai Courtney.
You already said that.
No, Will Smith.
No.
This is the guy who gets killed immediately in
Margot
that
Robbie.
movie.
It is not Margot Robbie, and it's not Slipknot either. It's not Slipknot, the guy who could use a
Who
rope.
are we-
that was
Diablo?
No.
Who were we missing? That's literally all of them.
Oh, there's several others I can think of.
Do you want another hint?
No.
Oh, the guy who plays Rick Flag.
Enchantress.
You guys are both wrong.
What?
How is this so hard?
I don't know.
Captain
You're gonna say it, and I'm gonna be like, okay.
Jared Leto.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm walking out of the room.
And I remember when this news broke, it was like
Why him?
they're like the two people up for the role is Jared Leto and Vin Diesel. I'm like, those are two very different actors that like have very different skill sets.
And
this-
also, one is huge, and the other is not.
well, Jared Leto, I've seen him like
Shirtless?
shirtless, and he can get ripped. Like,
Yeah, but he's not huge.
but
like
like I was like, that's two very like different styles. And I think the comic book Bloodshot looks more of the like lean ripped like Jared Leto.
Oh,
Jared
Leto's probably doing what's it called?
He's doing Morbius.
Yeah, he probably didn't have time.
But I was like, if it's Jared Leto, that could be like a much more of a like character study, like, what does this mean or whatever, like Requiem from a Dream or something.
But instead, we got.
But then it's Vin Diesel. I'm like, okay, well, it's gonna be an action movie. It's
That just goes to show you, Anthony. We guessed all of the other characters except for the one that everyone hates the most.
I know we're
when you guys said, does he have a big role? I'm like, well, no, but he is the Joker. He's not in it.
he has a big role, but he didn't get a lot.
He doesn't have a lot of screen time, but he has an important character.
Oh, my Lord.
Sean texted me this earlier today.
Oh, the news about Thor 4?
Yep, Christian Bale is going to be the villain of Thor: Love and Thunder.
In comes Thor.
I forgot. I read a comment that someone said they had a good idea of who he was going to be.
It's either going to be Boar or Beta Ray Bill, I think.
No, they
I don't think it'll be
they
Beta
took
Ray
out
Bill.
Beta Ray Bill. That was immediately shut down by like a ton of people.
Could be Gore the God Butcher.
Or Gore. Why did I say Boar? Gore. That's what I think that is supposedly.
I'm just gonna say, I hope he just doesn't. I hope they don't just kill him off.
Well, it
Oh,
depends,
Like they do everybody else.
depends on Christian Bale if he wants to stick around.
Remember
that's
when
probably not
Christian
something he
Bale
wants to do.
hated the MCU, and now he's part of it. No.
Dude, Taika he brings people in. Remember when Matt Damon was in Ragnarok?
Yeah.
Even though it was just a funny thing, but still.
And he's also going to
Well,
be
that's
in the
also
Loki
'cause-
show, right?
He and
Who?
I think he's going to be in the Loki show.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. Wait, why would he be in the Loki show?
I guess cameo.
A different version of Loki for comedic effect?
Who knows? Oh, most of them going to be in that show. That's going to be weird already.
I also heard
I
that
don't know.
the reason Matt Damon was in Ragnarok is because he and Hemsworth are friends. So he was just like, "You want to do this thing?"
Right. Wasn't Luke Hemsworth also in it?
Yes, he plays.
He was Thor.
He was Thor.
Yeah, that's cool.
He was the Thor actor.
Yeah. I can't remember what that person said, but it was kind of a.
If they did I haven't read the Jane Foster storyline, so I don't know who the villain is for that. But the Gore the God Butcher storyline gets pretty crazy with some time travel stuff.
Good stuff.
Gore sounds like he's a big guy.
It's not that big.
Okay.
I mean, he would be CGI because he's not human.
Yeah, that is what I read. Because he kills all the gods, right? Or
Yeah.
He's like a Kratos.
Sort of. He's not as mean as Kratos.
What does he look like?
I'll show you a picture.
Is he different colors?
No, he's like mostly gray.
I'm just looking him up right now.
But
Gore the God.
It
Gore versus Thor?
yes, it involves 3 different versions of Thor fighting
Oh,
Gore.
God.
It
He
involves
looks like Ebony Maw mixed with something else.
well,
He does kind of look like Ebony Maw.
he doesn't always have that cloak, but yeah.
Huh.
There's like a fight at the end of that arc where they're like just blasting through space, fighting each other like through planets and stuff. And then
Hold on,
there's
3 versions of Thor?
so there's Thor from the past who hasn't been able to pick up Mjolnir yet. He's not worthy, so he uses like a big axe.
That'd be fun to see.
And then there's Avengers
Because we've
version.
seen that.
Then there's like present day Thor, which is Avengers Thor, and then there's
Future?
then there's King Thor,
Nice.
who's like the Allfather, like Odin was, and he's like super powerful, and he's missing an arm, and he has like a metal arm that's one of the arms of the Destroyer from Thor
But
1.
but Thor is not going to be a king, though.
And then he has, well, this is like 1,000 years in the future, Thor, and every Asgardian is dead except King Thor. And then yes, Hunter, timeout.
Sorry, just before we get off topic, this is apparently an MCU rendering someone drew. That was maybe what he'll look like in the show. Or maybe
Interesting. He looks like a Star Wars character.
he does.
He
And
does.
then second thing,
I guess we're going to head into
did
that
you
kind of
guys see
territory now.
the Dark World alternate endings from the Infinity Saga deleted scenes?
The worst movie of the... Sorry?
In your opinion, that's fine. But there was alternate endings that like Thor actually takes up the mantle of king at the end, so they may reuse that footage for Thor 4.
Yeah, but what's-her-face's Valkyrie's going to be king
Yeah.
at the end of Endgame. Didn't they say that?
Well, see, like with
Unless
the
Thor comes back, he's like, move over.
with the God Future storyline, if they went into the future and had King Thor, like Valkyrie would be dead. They'd all be
Right.
dead, and it would just be him. And then
That's fair.
he uses a big old sword and his hammer, and then
Nice.
he goes and fights like Gore one-on-one towards the end, and Avengers Thor like dual wields like his hammer and King Thor's hammer. But also we have Stormbreaker now, so
That's a dank. Oh, yeah. Is it... Wait, where's that hammer? It's gone.
it's destroyed.
It never came
And
back.
Cap, I'm pretty sure, took it back with him
Oh, yeah, that's
because
right.
he takes
takes
it.
it
He
back.
takes it with him. I'm assuming he leaves it there.
We'll get the hammer back.
I mean, he can make another
He'll
one.
bring the hammer down. Again.
Also, you know what he really should do is enchant Stormbreaker, so you have to be worthy to pick it up. Because that's why Thanos was able to like catch it in Endgame.
I mean, at that time, I'm sure they were not thinking of that.
No, probably
They
not.
had bigger things to worry
But I
about.
don't think that they have the facilities for that.
Who does that, though? Who enchants it?
Odin
Odin.
did in
Oh.
Thor 1.
Odin is dead,
Yes.
Spoilers.
unfortunately. Yeah, if you haven't seen that
If
already.
you haven't seen Ragnarok from 3 years ago,
So I think we should start talking about what the people want to know.
well, did Anthony have any more news?
We still have more news, Hunter. So we're gonna hold off on that.
Well, fine then.
All right.
So,
But the last of the of our movie news is Last of Us TV show is coming to HBO
yes.
with Chernobyl's creator.
I'm down. Chernobyl?
Yeah, the guy
Ah,
who
good
the
stuff.
creator of that show is
Still haven't watched it.
he's a big fan of Last of Us. He's making the show.
Who?
Instantly, I was like, this is right. This is
I
correct.
saw a fan cast on Facebook, as I'm sure you guys have to.
I saw that one.
Oh.
I think.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Who was it?
You really want to know?
Well, since you assume we saw the
Wait,
same
I'm sorry.
one.
What? You saw a fan
Yeah, I
casting?
saw a fan cast.
It was the girl from Booksmart. No.
Nice.
Well, the one I saw was Millie Bobby Brown as Ellie and Carl Urban as Joel.
That one kind of makes me squirm a little bit.
I would say, because we talked about this when Hunter and I saw Onward together, that Hugh Jackman, I think, would make a good Joel.
it's a no-brainer.
Like,
Hugh Jackman.
literally, just look at Logan and you're like, that's Joel.
What's your name? Is too old now though.
Macy Williams?
No.
Oh, because I remember people wanted her
X-Men.
way back.
X-Men.
Oh, Daphne Keene?
No.
Ellen Page.
Ellen Page. Yeah,
Well, she was already too old, like when that game came out.
I know. I mean, she resembles her the most. but
'Cause
it's
it-
too late.
She
for that.
doesn't age though. When she's
It depends on what year or how old they want to make Ellie, because in the first game she's 14.
I'm sure she'll be around that age.
And in the
This is the one
sequel
I
she's
know.
supposed to be like 19.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming they'll start with the first game, so she's going to have to at least look like she could be 14.
But Hugh Jackman, make it happen. That'd be awesome.
Yep.
They'll cast it correctly. I have faith in that.
I've heard some people say they want Matthew McConaughey as Joel. I just can't see it. He's
He's more of a villain type.
he'd have to also bulk up quite a bit to be Joel,
Yeah, no,
which he could do, but
I'm not into that. I'm into Hugh Jackman.
I'm pulling for Hugh Jackman here.
The one that I saw was Nicolas Coster-Waldau and Caitlin Dever from Booksmart.
I can see that.
How old is the girl from Booksmart? Also, which girl from Booksmart is that?
Not Beanie Feldstein.
It's not the one who's related to Jonah Hill. It's the other one.
Okay.
Yes. That's a good casting, though.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. That's actually a great casting.
Well, I just wonder how old that girl is because she's
probably over 18.
This show probably won't. Yeah, she looks good.
Wow. Wait, let me see. Hunter? Yes.
I can see her as Ellie.
But she might be a little bit old, but
well, they could also they could change the story.
23 years old.
23?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They could change the story and be like Ellie's 17 at the start instead of 14.
Yeah,
in that movie, she looked like she was 17. And that was what, a year ago. So
I think, although I think it is important that Ellie needs to be on the younger side in the story, even if they don't want to make her 14. But
watch they go the route of Witcher and just cast people that we don't really know for.
I mean, that's fine. They could cast an unknown for Ellie.
I mean, the reason that happened is because of what Witcher is.
Yes.
You know, you got people with a lot of different accents and.
Well, I mean, you got Henry Cavill there. So if you got Hugh Jackman, that would sell the show. You wouldn't necessarily need a big name to be Ellie. You could find someone who's kind of unknown.
Yeah, it would be great. I can't wait for that. Maybe we'll get in like 2 years.
I hope so.
Maybe 1 year. You know what I was thinking about the other day is I think it was 2 years ago we first heard about the Lord of the Rings show.
Yep.
And we still have not gotten that show.
We still
any idea when it's coming.
We literally have almost no information about it. We have
they should. I think they released the cast.
I have like a rough cast list, but
yeah,
we know almost nothing about that show.
I don't think that's happening this year.
Probably not.
I wouldn't even say next year.
It might be next year, but
22.
This year for sure, it's not happening. We don't have much for game news. Ghost of Tsushima got a trailer. It's coming out June 26th.
Great game. Anthony, are you gonna buy the collector's edition?
Hunter, you say great game like you've played it.
It looks great.
It will be great.
It looks very good.
I'm not gonna buy the collector's edition.
It's so nice.
I don't think I even looked at what was inside it.
How much is it?
I think it's probably $199.99.
No, I saw the price of it. It's cheaper than that.
It is?
Oh, Hunter, you can get it.
It's like $130 or something. There's not a lot of like big things in it.
Hold up.
It was not $200. I can tell you that. Because I was looking at it and I was like, that's doable.
The game looks good though. It comes out a lot sooner than I thought it was going to.
You know what? I may have gotten it confused with the battle
170.
for Bikini Bottom.
It's 170.
Wait. You're getting it confused with the battle for Bikini Bottom?
I'm sorry. The other night I looked at they were like, there is a deluxe edition. I was like, well, what? So I look at it. You get like SpongeBob socks. Like his actual socks. You know, the white and red ones?
Yes.
And I was like,
That's
That's pretty cool.
So Anthony got Ghost of Tsushima and SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom
I just got
mixed up.
the prices mixed up.
Okay, so
What was it, 170?
170, yes. And
It's still not 200 though. That's not bad.
It comes with his mask.
Yeah, and how cheap is it gonna look?
It looks actually pretty nice.
Oh, I'm sure you'll have to get it.
That's the thing with those kind of like things is like you don't know how quality this shit is, you know.
There's like a
So you
statue
get it.
of him too, or something like that, right?
Let me zoom in.
What I always wanted was the Fallout helmet, and every single one of those like
the Fallout. I wanted the Pit Boy, and those things sold out in minutes.
Yeah. Those look like decent quality, but I've never been really. Yeah, I saw it. Like it's cool. There's some
It comes with
statues.
some statues and stuff. I could care less. I just want the mask. The mask is pretty sick.
Well,
Any mask.
What are you gonna do with that, Hunter?
Wear it.
When? For Halloween?
Yeah, sure.
What's the guy's name? Ghost?
I don't know.
Sushi.
Yes,
Ghost
his
of
name is
Sushi?
Sushi.
I'm just gonna call it that just for brevity's sake. Just
Yeah.
Sushi. Ghost of Sushi.
It's called Ghost.
Or
No,
Ghost.
sushi's better.
A mysterious Star Wars game has
Oh, yes.
leaked on PSN called Project Maverick.
That's Mavericks.
Hackers have got into it, so they have a logo, which is like legit, and the background of that logo has X-wings flying like towards the Star Destroyer.
That's
So people
literally what I was expecting it to be.
People are guessing some kind of dogfighting Star Wars.
So what they're gonna do is Star Fox 64, but Star Wars.
That's exactly what I'm.
That's literally what everyone wants.
That's all.
And if you haven't played Star Fox 64, that's the only reason you don't want this.
I'm sorry. What? You
Like,
saying that this game is going to be what everyone wants from Star Fox?
no,
but
it's
not
going
Star
to
Fox?
see
I
everyone
think
who's
so.
played Star Fox 64 wants this from a Star Wars game.
Okay.
And if you go, I don't want that, it's because you haven't played Star Fox 64.
Or you're just
Or
One of
you-
my favorite times in Battlefront, the originals, not the garbage
was the
that EA pushed
dogfighting.
out, was the dogfight levels. I'd fly into the hangar, blow up all the stuff, and get out.
Hunter, I actually kind of want you. I want you to at some point go buy Battlefront 2, and I want you to play it. And I want you to come back to this podcast, and I want you to tell me about it. If
you
it's
guys pitch in the money.
if it's ever free on PSN,
It will not be, but
you don't know that. It could be. Also, that game's probably like $2 right now.
it's not.
Give
Really?
it a Google.
Like if you're gonna buy it,
I'll look it up right now.
You're gonna want to buy the Celebration Edition because if you just buy into the baseline game, it's back where you started.
What's the Celebration Edition?
It comes with like all the content, all the DLC, all the maps, all the characters, all the stuff.
So it's like
Like the
a
Gold
Game of the Year
Game
edition.
of the Year, yes.
It's called
Oh,
the Celebration Edition.
I think it's called Celebration.
That's because they didn't get a Game of the Year edition because no one gave that game Game of the Year or even considered it.
They gave them
Instead, they
their own game.
destroyed it.
Anyways,
Hold on, I'm interested to see how much this game is right now. Of course, the first thing that comes up is the Xbox original Battlefront 2.
Yeah, because that was a good game.
Okay,
I had that game.
I stand corrected. It's $30.
Hunter can afford that.
No, on
you
PS4 it
guys
is.
can pitch in 15
PS4
each and I'll play it.
$22.49. That's not bad.
All right, $11 each.
I'm not pitching into you can play that game. The deluxe
Review.
is it the Elite Trooper Deluxe Edition?
I don't know.
Also, you said 11
Here's
bucks
one-
each. That
here's
means
one that's
you don't
$14.
pay anything?
Exactly.
Right.
I'm providing you guys with the review.
I don't want it that bad.
Okay, then.
Review copy provided by Sean and Anthony. Oh
Is
man.
it time to talk about Guinevere?
It is, except one more thing, Hunter. I saw this thing and I want you to explain it to our listeners.
Is it Animal Crossing?
No.
No, it's about Destiny.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Something was solved after 2 years, Hunter.
Ah, yes, the good old
The
Rasputin
final
puzzle.
part of Warmind Rasputin ARG. Please tell us what that means. Because I'm interested to hear what happened after 2 years.
There was a puzzle that someone discovered on a wall inside of the Warmind vault from the Warmind DLC. It led to real-world locations that had little like prizes and stuff from Destiny, like lore and whatnot, made by Bungie. It's kind of like how during the last season of Game of Thrones they put 4 Iron Thrones randomly throughout the world, and people, if
Oh.
they found them, got to keep it.
Wait, these were things in the real world that people
Yes,
found?
it was a weird, like really hard to solve puzzle. Some people cracked it.
Wait, what did they
And-
find in the real world?
It was like a bunch of embroidered coins with the Warmind symbol on it.
That have
and
been
then-
sitting around for 2 years?
No, this was found long ago, but somehow I think they bypassed the last part of the puzzle because they couldn't figure it out. And then someone took the sleeper simulant gun, and the scope has weird little lines on it. And if you line it up with a picture that's like inside the Warmind vault, it like spells out something if you know the points and stuff. I don't know, but they solved the last piece, but the prize had already been found before then somehow. I don't know.
Someone just picked it up randomly?
Probably, or someone figured out how to get to the end without doing all the steps. I don't know. But yeah.
okay.
Interesting. Bungie hiding that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter, when are we getting Destiny 3?
Never.
Okay, let's talk about some Onward. From what I gather from picking Hunter up to drive from my house to your house, Sean.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
I'm a fan. It was okay for me.
I liked it a lot.
I liked it too.
I thought it was one of their better ones, actually.
I thought it was.
It was a heartwarming story.
I did.
It was funny, right?
I don't know. Just
Well, tell me
parts
what
of
you
it-
didn't like about Hunter. I want to know.
Well,
It's not really that I didn't like
Also,
anything about it. Just for me.
spoilers for anyone listening.
Yes. At this point,
Oh, I'm
without
probably
saying.
not even saying spoilers. It's just like some of it. Just I don't know. It just didn't seem to live up for me. Like
Oh, well, okay, for sure, it's not like
It's not Pixar's
It's not
best or
Pixar
anything.
it's
Oscar
not
worthy.
Pixar's best. It's not Pixar's worst. It's not.
it's right in
even
the middle.
Pixar. It's like right in the middle for me.
But I thought it was a feel-good story.
It was.
I mean, but
For sure.
middling Pixar is still like a good movie usually.
Yes. It was out is much better than
Slightly
something
below
like
that middle tier.
it's a lot better than something like Cars, all of them.
First
or
one was good.
or
I'd say this is better than all the Cars. Yeah.
or A Good Dinosaur,
Yes.
or I've never seen Brave,
Neither have I.
but I'm gonna be a savage and say that, even though I've never seen it.
We're gonna judge you, Brave, even though we haven't seen you.
I totally, up until this point, thought Brave was actually Disney.
Oh, regular Disney?
Yeah,
No, that's a Pixar
No,
movie.
it's the only Pixar movie I haven't seen.
really. Wow.
Yep. And that's okay.
It's on Disney Plus. I'll watch it at some point. I'll
Anyway,
get to it.
back to Chris Pratt and Tom Holland.
Chris Pratt was amazing in this movie, I feel like.
He was pretty good.
I mean, the whole cast was great.
Yeah, they were pretty good. The only things the scenes I wasn't a fan of was like the mom with the tavern. I don't know what that thing was.
The Manticore?
The Manticore, yeah. I mean, those scenes were fine, but I wasn't as interested in her catching up to them. In fact, when she left the house, I was like, no, don't do that. Don't chase
Synopses for this movie. Tom Holland's character turns 16. On his 16th birthday, his mom gives him a staff and a list of instructions on how to cast a spell to bring their dad back for one day, who passed away tragically from cancer or something. I don't know. It's not really fully explained in the movie.
They just said he got sick.
He got sick and died. Bring him back for a full day so they can spend time with him, et cetera, et cetera.
Which I'll admit, predictably, I knew like instantly. I was like, they're gonna get like 5 seconds of them at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yes. But so they use the spell, it doesn't fully work. The dad's brought back halfway from his waist down. So
Which leads to some good antics.
yes.
Yeah.
Leads to some good antics. Heartwarming story throughout of basically two father figures bonding with each other. Because you have Ian, who basically at the end told him that his brother was his fatherhood figure because he was never around when his
Which I'm
dad was
glad
alive.
he came to that.
Yes.
You know.
That realization.
Yeah.
They get the
That
gem
was
at the
nice.
end. They finish the spell, brings the father back. Only the older brother Barley gets to see him for like 5 seconds, and then Ian gets to see him through a crack in a rock that he's buried under. And yeah.
Did you not like that?
No, it was good.
I thought the ending was good.
I did too. Also, the fight was fun.
Yeah.
And he got to use all the magic he learned.
That was
and
probably the best
he kicked
fight in
ass.
most Disney animated movies.
yeah, it was fairly well done, actually.
And the mom got to work out. She did her workout routine up on top of the dragon and stabbed it with a sword.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, because at the beginning she's like doing her workout and she's like, "I'm a mighty warrior" or whatever to the TV workout thing, and then she picks up the sword at the end and she's like, "I'm a mighty warrior," and she like does her workout routine like up to the dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, but I like the. I feel like most movies are like it's the two brothers and then like the older brother is the dick. You know? And he was never that in this movie.
No,
he
not at all, which is nice.
Yeah, he loved him and was happy for him and wanted to make his birthday special, and I like that a lot.
Yeah, and then like when you find out Tom Holland's character can do magic, like Chris Pratt was never like jealous about it.
Oh yeah,
he was just like,
and it could have
super
totally
excited.
gone that way.
Mm-hmm.
And the only time they ever kind of get into an argument, which doesn't even last that long, is when he's being the
basically
a loser.
Yeah,
yes.
Well, inadvertently.
Yeah,
because he's trying to be that. What was that guy? The centaur.
Yes.
I actually thought he was kind of annoying.
The cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not a big fan. First,
working hard
the
or
dad,
hardly working.
The dad was coming back, and then like he was there with the mom, and I was like, "Get out of here! This is not for you. Don't be with her." You know, like I don't know, but yeah, I had a great time with it actually. Side thing: the Simpsons short was very random in the beginning.
Yep.
Though I knew it was coming because I saw an article about it.
I knew it was coming because Hunter told me on the car ride over.
Yeah. Extremely random, but I actually liked it.
Yeah.
I liked how no one talked in it.
Yep.
And it wasn't too long, and yeah. And Homer was hilarious by letting what's her name? Maggie? Yeah, drive.
There's nothing in Onward, though. I would say that like I feel like people would dislike. I can't really see someone being like, "This was a bad movie." I could see people at worst being like,
It
was fine."
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've said before, like their upcoming movie Soul is probably the one they want, like, you know, to win in awards or whatever.
Which it probably will, or it probably won't. Who knows? It's
Also,
a very
in that
controversial topic that they're going into with that movie.
side thing in that trailer, I'm not really too sure what it's even about.
It's
'Cause we've only
basically
gotten-
about what are you going to do with your life before you leave this earth.
Oh,
I mean, we think we don't
Existential
know.
crisis and stuff
because he
like that.
falls down a manhole.
Yeah,
And I was just like, did he just die and then that's his soul now?
probably.
I think he's in the gateways between worlds right now, and he has the opportunity to go back to the world of the living. That is my guess of what will take place in that movie.
We'll find
Oh.
out. They'll give us another trailer probably soon.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah.
tell us more.
I'm surprised they didn't for this.
Yeah,
I'm surprised
I
they
was-
didn't
I was
either.
assuming
That movie comes out pretty soon. It comes out in June, but
Because I noticed when we saw the trailer, it still said like next year because it was the trailer from 2019.
yeah. But AMC has that thing where it will show you the actual release
Yeah.
date after all the trailers. But
You know what I'd really like AMC to do?
What?
Remove that stupid
beginning in the big theater about the screen
before Dolby Vision, whatever. This
Yeah.
was black.
Yeah.
with the Destiny moon in the background.
Yes.
I always think it looks like Destiny
We got
1.
it the first time. We don't need to see it again.
I don't think that's ever going to go away.
No.
I think it will once.
Once
Once
they've
that gets
seared it
more-
into
Once
our
I get a
minds.
new one.
Ah, Jesus. It's like all those movie all those beginning openings, remember? They were all
Yes.
corny and they
But
were
they
never
great.
good.
Like the guy throwing the popcorn on himself.
Oh,
I feel
that's
like-
old.
They weren't as long though.
And they dealt
No,
away
they
with that
weren't.
because they're like, we don't want to encourage people to throw their popcorn and make our
Mm-hmm.
movie clean or theater cleaner uppers' lives a living hell.
Also in Onward, there was a lot of stuff to look at in the background that I was distracted sometimes.
Yeah.
Like when they would go into like a 7-Eleven or something, and like the names for everything, and I'd be in the background like looking at things, and like I have to spot some Easter eggs. I was going full hunter on some of those scenes.
God.
You know what made
I
no
didn't see
sense to
anything.
me in that movie though? They take their little side path in Chris Pratt's beat up van.
Guinevere?
Yes, in
And
Guinevere.
it leads back to this school.
No, yes, it leads back to the school, but they take the side path, and then the cop follows them, and then
He sees the bumper there.
yeah,
Right.
he follows them, and then he calls like all the cops, and they're just chasing them.
Also, yeah, they came out of
And
nowhere.
I was like, why are they chasing them? They're not breaking the law. They're just driving down a path, and he's
Like I
like,
said, further the plot.
I know,
That's the
but-
only point of that scene.
but like, I was like,
I mean, it was just because he was banging the mom and he cared.
yeah, but
so
he was
he
like,
called in
I
some
gotta take
cops.
you guys, back home, and they're like, well, we gotta do this thing, and he's just like, all right, call back up. We gotta like arrest them or whatever.
Well, I like how. Wait, Ian's the kid, right?
Yeah,
Tom Holland.
Ian's Tom Holland.
I like how he went from not being able to like ask people to his birthday party
Yeah.
to like gaining a lot of confidence and
You know what Tom Holland does really well?
the
Being a nerdy kid?
Well,
nerdy, scared, kid.
Yes, but also like whenever he plays like that nerdy character, I never like dislike his character and be like, this guy's a nerd and I wouldn't want to be friends with him or something.
Yeah,
Like when you see him, you're like, yeah, he's like awkward and like a little nerdy, but
but he's
but
charming.
like deep down he's charming and like
Yeah.
he seems like a likable person. He just has trouble talking to people.
Uh-huh.
I never be like, wow, this kid like he's annoying.
Well, I also thought it was interesting when he's asking those kids to the party. They at no point were ever like, weird guy.
Yeah, and they
They
were
were,
never, they were never
trying
like,
to be nice.
they're never like, no. They're like, oh, you inviting us to party? He's like, yeah, and they're like,
Actually,
yeah,
it's canceled.
and they're like, yeah, we're down. And then like Chris Pratt just like crashes them through like the school, and then he's like, never mind,
Yeah.
it's canceled.
You know, what's reminded me of was Zootopia. Just
Yes.
more fantasy.
And you liked it better than Zootopia.
No,
Zootopia was
No.
phenomenal.
not
Yeah,
at all.
Zootopia was great.
But I still like this movie.
Yeah, I still like it a lot.
I enjoyed it, and I watched it again.
Yeah, I'd watch it again.
It was a good time.
If someone like was, had Disney Plus going once this movie's on there, and was like, you want to watch Onward? I wouldn't be like, God, no. I'd be like, yeah, sure, I'm down.
All right.
God, no.
Anthony, scale 1 to 10.
What, is there something behind me you guys are
No.
staring at?
I heard something outside the room.
I would give it. Do I get 0.5s? Have we?
You
Have we
get point whatever you
You
want.
can if you want.
It's
to.
your scale.
my scale?
Yes. You do with it what you please.
My Lakers. Side note: Hunter loves to own teams that he doesn't own.
Yes.
I own all my teams.
I'd give it 8.5.
Okay,
I'd say
that's fair.
it's high enough up there.
Yeah.
Sean?
Hunter, you can go ahead.
No, you first.
I will say it
A
is.
fine out of fine.
It is not a fine out of fine. That is a good rating, though. I might use that later.
Jesus.
I would say.
Would that be the top of fine? If it was a fine
No,
out
no.
of fine?
You're distracting him.
I'm sorry.
It is. Hunter, you go. Let me think.
Nope. Sean, we're going you and then I'll go.
Okay. Very uptight little rating system we got here.
Yes.
I would say it is a.
As Sean's thinking, I just want to say I would put it below. I put it like right below, like the heavy hitters.
Yeah.
I'd say, you know. To me, I enjoyed this more than Finding Dory. I enjoyed it more than like maybe even Incredibles 2.
I enjoyed it more than Incredibles too.
So.
I would say it is a.
It surprised me for sure.
It's a fun time out of 10.
Nice.
I would give it probably a 7.5 out of 10.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Like I said, it's average.
You did good, Onward. I feel like Onward's gonna be the movie everyone forgets about, and then it was still good.
Will there be a sequel?
You know, I was actually thinking about that, and I feel like this is a movie to not do that.
I feel like most Pixar movies don't need sequels.
They didn't really leave it open for anything at the end.
Not really, and the whole thing is about just getting the dad. And yeah, like you can make more movies in this world, but nothing's ever gonna like I feel like ever top something like that, like hard hitting.
Yeah.
You know, so
I
leave where it is.
I really like the scene where Chris Pratt talks about his like last memory of his dad
Yeah,
while they're on the Cheeto.
that's nice because it wasn't cliche.
Yeah.
About how he was like he had never seen his dad like that when he was in the hospital, and he was afraid to go in and say bye to him.
Yeah.
You know.
Which reminded me a lot of the whole Guardians plot with his mother.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
But speaking of Guardians, there was one other news piece you kind of omitted.
The fact
What
that
Drax and whatever spinoff? It's not
Yes.
happening. I guarantee it's not happening.
Well, I just got a report on my phone that says James Gunn has not ruled that out.
I know, I saw that,
So
but I don't think anyone wants that.
I don't want
I don't want that. I like
Drax
Drax a
and who?
lot. Mantis.
Oh.
I like Drax a lot, but he's a good side character, and he should stay that way.
Yeah.
Now I heard that Chris Pratt's character in this movie is
Hunter's eyes got so wide when you said "I heard."
a little similar to Andy Dwyer from Parks and Rec.
Wait, I'm sorry. You have to say it again. Who is similar?
Chris Pratt's character in this movie.
Is similar to Andy Dwyer?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're big buffoons, right?
And they sound similar.
Yeah.
But I want to say that Barley is significantly more intelligent than Andy.
yes, I think so.
Andy also steals like every scene he's in Parks and Rec, though.
That is true.
And then, yeah, I like how he was playing his little cones of Dunshire. And
Yeah, what was he was playing his?
It's basically
It's basically Dungeons and
yes,
Dragons, or
exactly
you know
what it
that when I watched the
is.
credits.
The gelatinous cube.
Yes, that was funny. But I watched the credits thinking I don't know why I thought there was gonna be something at the end. I guess that's just how I am now.
Yeah.
But
Hunter looked it up when he
that-
saw it.
That's what I do
Yeah.
after every
I was
movie
going
that we're
to,
in
but
now.
I was
I'm
like,
do we need to sit here?
Yeah.
No, we don't. We can leave
Yeah.
and not waste 8
but
minutes of the
that
ride.
gelatinous cube is from D&D. That's a real thing because they're at the bottom. They said thank you, whatever company does D&D for like 2 things, and one of them was the gelatinous cube.
Wow, that's pretty
And I was like, that's so random that's a thing.
That is random.
Yeah.
I mean, I say that's random having not ever played the game. So
Mhm.
maybe if I played the game, I'd be like, no, it makes total sense.
Good stuff though. Also love the new paint job on the new van.
Yep.
Both of them on the unicorn.
Unicorns look cool. No, it wasn't even a unicorn. It was like a Pegasus because it had wings, right?
The unicorns in that movie were terrifying.
I know.
The pixies.
No, the unicorns. Like the
Oh, I
ones
know,
in the
but
cave and
the-
like all hissing at them and then fly
The
over
pixies are
them.
really funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And how he just knocks over the bikes. No, one pixie going like, "Are you serious?" Like to everyone thing that happened. That was
Octavia
funny.
Spencer was also good in that movie.
She was the Manticore.
The Manticore?
Yeah.
Who was the mother?
I do not know.
I don't know either. I think I saw the
I'm
name, but
gonna
I
do
didn't
it.
recognize it.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. I really loved the crossing the on the invisible.
Oh, like
Path.
the invisible bridge thing.
Yeah.
No way.
I thought that was a good scene, and yeah. Oh, I also really loved how he had things written down for his dad to do things, and he crossed them off as he went because he realized he did them, like on that.
Well, first he was like crossing them off because he was like, they're not happening.
Yeah, but then
It
he
was
like checked
Julia
them.
Louis Dreyfus.
Oh, okay. From Seinfeld.
Yeah.
And then he checked them off because he realized he did them with
Yeah.
his brother.
That was nice. That was a Pixar movie.
Yes.
If anything, it
One
was
of
a
my
Pixar
favorite
movie.
moments
Very limited cast in that movie.
From-
Yes,
The,
it's not very long. The list.
from the like flashback of him and his brother when he's checking things off is when they're on the diving board and Chris Pratt just like pushes him in.
Yeah. That's classic. Good movie. I liked it a lot.
It's a
If you guys
solid
haven't
movie.
seen it, you should go see it.
There's like
Yeah,
there's nothing really to complain about it. It's just
Mhm.
it's a solid movie.
Mhm. I feel like it'll get forgotten, but oh well.
It's not like a Toy Story, but
Yeah.
it's not an Inside Out.
But it's also no Good Dinosaur,
Yes.
which is my least favorite Pixar movie. Probably everybody's.
I wouldn't say it's my least favorite.
What is? Oh,
What
it's
is
Cars
your
2,
Cars
probably.
2 is pretty bad. Good Dinosaur
But
was just
even
weird.
Cars 2 is like kind of
I'm
exciting.
gonna say Cars 2
Because of
is
the
probably my
characters?
least favorite, but The Good Dinosaur is the most forgettable.
I actually can't even remember what the plots were for 2 and 3 if I got them mixed up.
I can't even remember the plot of Good Dinosaur. I just remember the mom.
Was it the same thing as Ice Age? Bring the kid back to his family?
Let's bring the dinosaur back to his family.
Did he have
so-
a partner in that movie?
Yeah, the dinosaur and the
The
little
kid.
kid.
Oh
And then they ate the fruit
yeah,
and
the
had
kid
an
looked like he was from the
acid trip and
Croods.
died.
Yes, the kid looked like he was from the Croods.
That's what I was gonna say. I remember that. What was I saying? I feel like we need to start seeing some bad movies to let people know not. To
Okay,
these
we'll
movies.
see Bloodshot.
Which could be
Fine.
good.
Uh,
You know what apparently is good is that Ben Affleck basketball movie.
Oh,
The Wayback Machine.
the Wayback Machine. Yeah.
Ben Affleck drinks a lot, and then he does a slam dunk. That's what it's called.
That's like his
Well,
life, though.
exactly.
Does it mean Ben Affleck's life?
After I talked to you weren't. No, you didn't go. Hans and Angela's wedding. Friends of
Yes.
ours. But a friend told me that worked with him that he's just as much of an asshole in real life.
Yes, I've heard he's had problems.
Yes.
He's been through a lot recently. So
That's true. The best meme picture is him smoking, looking like he's done with the world.
yep.
Mhm.
There was also Sad Affleck. So
I love that. Remember as like the year went on from that, I would keep sending you updated pictures of like MCU and like all the movies that had like characters from those movies like laughing like
Yep.
right beside him with their hand on his shoulder and him just
Well, I remember one interview with him is he was like talking about his life and he's like, yeah, and, things can go wrong and then you look sad in an interview and people will play Simon and Garfunkel music around you.
Poor Ben Affleck. He tries.
Just try.
He
He's
tries.
probably a good guy.
All right, let's go to it's time for bets here. Last week's bet.
Was undecided because it doesn't exist.
What do you mean?
What was last week's bet?
We bet how much will the Invisible Man gross
Oh, that's right.
domestically
You
this
won,
weekend.
I'm pretty sure.
I guessed 35. Sean, you guessed 40. Hunter, you guessed 48. The answer was 29,
Wow.
which is what I had put down initially. And then we were sitting here, and I was like, I'm going to change it.
All right, so are you and I both tied now with one bet
Yes,
each?
Sean waiting to get on the board here.
All right, Sean.
Well, sorry.
Maybe he will. Okay, this week's bet I think is a good one because I think we have no idea how this is going to go.
Bloodshot rating?
Bloodshot comes out on Friday. What is its Rotten Tomato score? Just critics.
104.
104.
Sean will remain on the not on the list.
That's a good question. I don't know.
I'm going to go ahead and just go 73.
That's good. That very well. Whatever anyone said, I'd be like, that could be.
So
1%?
73.
Well, if he said
14.
Oh, Hunter, you said 73, right? Is that your final answer?
73 or 14.
You can't do or. It's only one. So pick what you think.
73.
We've all seen the trailer.
0.
That'd be bad.
Well, we'll find out. We'll let everybody.
I'm just gonna say
Our podcast
he doesn't
now.
have. I mean, obviously it depends on the movie, but Vin Diesel doesn't have the best track record.
one
If
thing
it's
that
not Fast or
might help
Furious
it
or Guardians.
is I've heard the comic is good that it's based on.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, I don't know.
did
if
they
that-
adapt it well?
Yeah,
Is the
this-
question.
So I think it has the potential to possibly be good.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
What?
Are we seeing the Impractical Jokers movie?
If we have time.
We should perhaps next week.
That
For the people listening, perhaps is when we do a double feature.
This comes from a time when Fant Four Stick came out, the terrible reboot of Fantastic Four.
Don't even get me started.
And Hunter and I went to that movie. Sean was gone.
Incredibly inebriated. At least I was, and it was still bad.
I wasn't, and it was terrible. And Hunter said to me, perhaps a double feature after the movie ended. And we went and saw The Gift with Jason Bateman.
Which was significantly better, but
which
still
is
not that great.
much better. That was a good movie.
That was a good movie.
I liked The Gift a lot.
Yeah, it was.
So that's what perhaps a double feature comes from, which even shortened now is perhapsing.
Or just perhaps.
So that's what that means.
I mean, we haven't perhaps in a while, so.
That's true.
Last time I
It can't be very
saw
long,
4
right?
movies in one day. Good stuff.
Last time I perhaps.
Wait, hold on, wait. Okay, it was Aladdin.
I can do this.
Detective?
It was Aladdin, Detective Pikachu, Brightburn, and The Long Shot.
Yes, that was correct.
Yes, that is true.
Last time Anthony and I perhaps, we saw Jojo Rabbit in the morning and then Frozen 2 at night.
That's a good perhaps.
Yeah.
I don't know about the ending,
One
but
of those
Jojo Rabbit.
One of those was good, one of those was pretty good, and one of those was great. I'll let you decide which one's which.
I think, yeah.
I have never seen a Frozen movie, and I plan to keep it that way.
That's fine. I mean, do what you want.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Frozen 1 was still better, in my opinion.
They're both.
And I don't even like Frozen 1.
They're both fine. They're both fun movies. They got some good songs.
None of them are Zootopias,
All right.
which is like Disney's best movie almost ever.
Lasting thoughts? Anything?
Hold on.
Anthony, I didn't say our bet yet.
I thought you did.
No.
No?
No.
I'm going to guess 47%.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be a rotten.
Well, I was. You're getting close to what I was about to say.
You're going to have to like cut the difference here. You're either going to go
Yeah, we're
over
gonna-
him, or you're going to have to go over me.
Well,
This is gonna be
what
interesting
I
one to
was
figure out.
going to say was 55,
You're
but
gonna cut
Anthony,
the middle.
Anthony's
Before-
also very close to me there.
Before you're gonna say 55. Before we do this, I'm just gonna really make sure there's been no reviews so far. I don't think there will be, but okay, good. It's still all right. Undecided. I'm assuming by
Kinda
next
wanting to change
Thursday
my bet
after.
now. But it's already
I'll let you change your bet.
Nah.
You just can't change it after we end this.
Nah, I think I'll keep it. I want to have hope for the movie, but we'll see.
Okay, you said 47. I think I'm gonna go under you.
Whoa, under me?
Ouch.
No, I'm gonna stick with 55. I'm gonna stick with 55.
What were you
That's
going
a
to
good
do?
I was gonna go 41.
That's also a good guess. I was gonna go 42 initially, then I was
You know,
like, I'll go 47.
Give me 41. Give me
Okay,
41.
just as a side note, it doesn't count, but if it goes under 14%, I
No, it don't, you don't.
win. They know. They've listened. They heard me say 14 as well.
Just for a little, I'm just gonna I'm gonna go to Rotten Tomatoes real quick. Hunter, I don't want to play footsies with you.
I'm literally just trying to put my feet out. My lord.
How did I try to play footsie?
I'm gonna type in Vin Diesel and let's see what his like. Let's see what he gets here.
We're going to look at his history of movies that he has starred in.
Yeah, how do you spell Diesel?
Diesel.
S-E-L?
Yes.
You're correct.
Good job.
Okay, so they have his highest rated. It's The Iron Giant.
That doesn't
love
count.
that movie.
I mean,
It doesn't.
counts, but
It counts, but it also doesn't.
You got to type in movies
Again-
he's acted in, not voice acting.
Again, the best Vin Diesel work is him grunting and saying almost nothing. You want to guess what Iron Giant has?
97.
What about the Chronicles of
You're
Riddick?
there. It's 96. Hold on a second. His lowest rated. I don't think any of you would be able to guess this. This is a 2008 movie.
The Chronicles
Oh,
of
we can
Riddick.
do
No.
this.
It's definitely not Chronicles of Riddick. That's probably one of his highest.
2008. Was it a fast movie?
You will not guess this movie. I am telling you right now.
I'm
We
going to
can
guess
do
it.
it.
We can do it.
Okay.
Give us a hint.
Because honestly, I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Give us a hint.
Oh God, I don't. Okay, let me click on it. Okay, so it's in 2008.
My dad's probably watched it.
My dad
For our
probably hasn't.
viewers, Hunter's dad has watched almost everything. Honest. My dad's probably watched it, but doesn't remember. Let me see who's in here. Okay, cast.
Anthony, I caught my dad watching Battleship again.
I like how you catch him doing it, like he's not supposed to.
He is not. I come down, I see that
Does
movie, I'm like, I
does he
yell
ever
at him.
does he ever look at you and you're just like, why, Dad? Why are you
He's
doing
just
this?
like, I haven't seen this movie in a while. I'm like, you literally saw this movie like a month and a half ago.
Okay, I honest to God
Give us a
know
hint.
only one other person in this movie besides Vin Diesel, and that's Mark Strong, the
Okay.
bald guy.
Yeah.
Okay, give us a hint.
Michelle Yeoh, she kind of
Oh, I know
looks
Michelle
familiar.
Yeoh. I think.
I don't know who Michelle Khan is, and the rest of these people I have no
Is
idea.
she related to James Caan?
I don't know.
Is she related to Khan?
God,
Or which Caan? Benedict Cumberbatch or Ricardo Montalban?
you've run too deep for Hunter.
Sorry.
He doesn't know what you're talking
Okay.
about.
Back to this movie. 2008.
Oh
Mark
man,
Strong, Vin Diesel.
you're not gonna guess it.
Is Vin Diesel the main character?
Hold on, let me see
Yeah.
who Mark Strong is really quick. Just put face to name.
He's in.
He has. Yeah, he is the main character. He's second on this list, so
Okay.
I'm assuming he is. He's before Mark Strong.
Who directed it?
Oh,
Matthew Kazovitz.
That doesn't help me.
It does not. I'm telling you. Yeah, I mean, he also
give
wrote
us
it.
like the first. Is it how many words?
Oh my god, this poster looks terrible. Okay, so okay,
This is his best or worst movie?
this is his worst rated.
What does it have?
Do you want to guess that?
5%.
You're close, 6%.
I was gonna
Good
say
guess.
that.
Good guess. Good job. Okay,
Poor Mark
Sean,
Strong.
this title of this movie is
How
a
many
title
words?
of a game coming out this year from Platinum Games.
Final Fan.
Okay.
Platinum Games? Neo?
Yes.
Babylon's Fall.
Correct. Take out fall,
Babylon.
The
and there's
Fall of
two
Babylon?
like letters after that.
Oh my god. Babylon AD, I think?
Yes.
Yes, I remember that movie.
I
The
have
trailer.
never heard of this movie in my
Have you
I
seen it,
know.
Hunter?
No, I have not. I've seen the trailer for it though, and it's pretty awful.
It looks.
What is the plot again?
Okay. All right. It's kind of long, but in the not too distant future, thousands of satellites scan our every move. Much of the planet is a war zone. Yeah.
Classic.
There's nuclear meltdowns. It looks so bad.
Well, it's got 6%. It probably
And
is.
Vin Diesel's assignment is smuggling a young woman named Aurora from Kazakhstan to New York City. Man, that's wow.
Well, apparently
Alright.
it's not good.
Can we go? Wait, hold on.
But
Are you
let me-
going through the rest of them.
Hold on a second. Yeah, let me go back.
Chronicles of Riddick. Where is that at?
So let's look at his history here.
Let's give these either a Vin D yes or a Vin D no.
So these are going to go
Vin
from.
Diesel, no.
This is from the top. So his top is Iron Giant. After that, he has he has two Avengers movies, or Marvel movies, which is Infinity War and Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which are at 85. Fate of the Furious is at 67.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Fate of the Furious is a tomato?
Wait,
Some of them were
no, I'm
tomatoes.
sure Fast 7's higher than that.
Oh, these aren't in order. You're right. Okay, so Furious 7's like at 81. Guardians is a 91.
Can you retype in and eliminate the voice acting movies so you just have the movies he acted in?
I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, I can't just do that. But
You can just type in. Vin
so
Diesel.
Fast 5, 6, 7, and 8 are all tomatoes.
Yes.
77, 70, 67, and 81.
I keep forgetting that that's the critic ratings.
Um,
Sometimes I'm like, oh yeah.
Hunter, you asked about Riddick. Sorry,
Yes.
this is the 2013 Riddick that's just
There's
called
several
Riddick.
Riddicks.
There's 3 Riddicks, I think.
Ooh, the original Fast and Furious. Oh no. No, this is the one that's just called Fast and Furious.
That's 4, right?
Is a 29%.
Okay.
He was in Hitman in 2007. That's a 15%.
Okay.
Tokyo Drift, a 37%.
Okay.
The Pacifier, 21%.
Of course. That's actually
Um,
high for that. Probably.
Chronicles of Riddick Dark Fury doesn't have a score. That's from 04.
How does it not have a score?
Oh, wait. Oh, that's weird. Okay, Chronicles of Riddick, those are both 2004. Chronicles of Riddick is 29%.
Yeah, terrible.
That's weird. I thought people really liked that movie.
I think they're cult like movies or something. I don't know.
The Xander Cage movies, 48%.
What does The Return of Xander Cage have?
The
That's a masterpiece.
The Return of Xander Cage, 45%.
So we can sum this up as Vin Diesel is a terrible actor. He is a pretty good.
There's a
voice
movie
actor.
called Multifacial. Okay, I'll give him. He was in Saving Private Ryan.
He is?
He is, yeah. It's 93%.
Where? Who?
Well, he's in the movie. That's where he is. I watched that movie fairly recently, and Vin Diesel he's in that movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hold on.
I was like, is this like the first Vin Diesel movie? It's around there. I was 98.
That's a good movie.
His oldest. Oh, so it goes by dates. So yeah, that's it. That was his second movie technically on here. Yeah, he's in that
Oh,
movie.
yeah, that is him.
He does a decent job, I think. He's in a movie called Pitch Black, and he plays a character named Riddick.
Pitch Black's one of the Riddick movies.
Okay. Wait, what? Is
yeah,
the first one?
I think so, yeah.
I did not know that.
What does that one have?
59.
Okay, that's
So
not
all
terrible.
that. But Babylon, dude, holy hell. Sick.
After reading this, I definitely am changing my
His
vote.
upcomings are Bloodshot, F9, Fast and Furious 10.
Okay, well, so now we all have to say what our favorite Vin Diesel movie is.
Iron Giant.
Iron Giant. I
Still
think
one of
that's
my
fair. I
favorites
think
of
that
all
goes
time.
without saying.
All right, I'm gonna change my vote here. Not really
Too late, you already said it.
I'm gonna die if it hits like 75. Oh,
You know what? No, fuck it. I'm keeping it where it stands.
Anthony just
all right. I'm gonna lock those
smashed
in.
his microphone.
I am sticking up for Vindy.
Vindy?
I think this movie could be good. It could be bad. It could literally
I'm
be
going
anything.
to stand up for what I believe in. It's gonna be 73. I'm not.
I'll admit, when I was watching, I was like, this doesn't look terrible.
No.
Wait, I didn't see it on there. There was a Vin Diesel movie that was like the vampire or something. Wasn't he like a vampire?
Vampire
hunter?
Hunter.
I didn't see that on there.
Let's take a look.
It's got to be bad.
All right.
Because, this is the time of year where we get a bad Vin Diesel movie. It's always around April.
Let's find out what this movie's called.
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
It's definitely not that.
That has
That is a high score, I think.
who's in that?
I don't know.
Also, he's going to be in the Avatar sequels.
Vin Diesel?
That's what I just read on Wikipedia.
Hunter just put down his headset and he's left the room. Hunter is gone.
It's called The Last Witch Hunter from 2015.
Right, and what does that have?
Let's see here.
I think Hunter went into the bathroom.
It had a budget of 71 to 90 million. They're unsure, I guess, and it made 146 million. Let's see here.
Wow, that's actually better than I thought. I thought that movie
All right,
bombed hard.
I want you to guess. Since you played In the Guess with me, I'm going to play In the Guess with you. Hunter's not here to play In the Guess because he left.
Is it a splat?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to guess 35.
No.
Lower?
Lower.
25.
Lower.
15.
A little higher.
17.
Yep.
Holy hell, that is bad. And that's what I'm talking about when I say it's that time of year for a shit-ass Vin Diesel movie.
Yep.
With Vin Diesel. Which is, oh man. That's, yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
Yes, and we'll see 2 movies next week.
That's why I think it's a good bet, because it can go either way. I mean, obviously it's not going to hit
Hunter's back.
Obviously it's not going to hit a 90.
No.
That's not going to, or even
I'm just
maybe
gonna
an
have to
80.
say I had to think on that for a moment, and that means that he reunites with his Fast and Furious friend.
Oh yeah,
Michelle
No,
Rodriguez.
she died.
No, yes, she did.
She died.
In Avatar?
Yes.
I
I
think
don't
so.
remember.
Because I recently kind of watched the scene where she like blows up in like one of the
Spoilers.
For the movie that came
For-
out 10 years ago?
no
11 now.
yeah 11 now.
All right. Well, I will have to inform somebody to not watch this part of the podcast because we're still watching the movie.
It's a long movie, so I'll give that to you.
You're in like the process of watching it?
No, we're right at the part where I think that he is just now getting fully accepted and he gets his dragon thing.
You have a while.
Yes.
That's like half the movie,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure. So yeah, any last thoughts on anything?
Any closing thoughts?
No. Should we do another bet?
Another bet?
Mm-hmm.
We could do a side one.
Sure. I'm
Where
down.
does Onwards finally stand? And
It's Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah.
I think it's 85.
I think it stays there or it is currently at an 85.
I think it's currently there, and I think it stays
It'll
there.
probably stay there.
I'm going to say 80.
Because those reviews have been out for
It's been out because the reviews came out earlier because they had an early premiere
Yeah.
for it. So they've been out for a while.
It
So
will
Right now it's
stop
an
at
86.
It'll stop at an 83.
I don't know if it's moving anymore.
I think it'll just stay at
The audience
86.
is a 97.
Okay.
Good for the audience.
Anthony, when are we getting a Nintendo Direct?
Yeah, we got to finish that other bit from a couple weeks ago.
Yes, another week has gone by without any news of a Nintendo Direct. We don't know what a
Nintendo,
PS5
are you
looks
being
like.
held hostage?
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Do you need someone to talk to?
Blink
Why is your
twice if you are in danger.
Why is your only game coming out in less than 20 days?
Why is Hunter super excited for it?
Because Smash.
Because he
Wait,
wants to
Anthony,
collect
didn't you
coins
say
or fruit.
didn't you say we were gonna play a game next week?
Well, okay, we can do both. So we'll talk about if we go see Bloodshot, we'll talk about Bloodshot. But next week we're going to do the next 3 months, and the game is called
Wait, the next 3 months? I thought it was the whole year.
No. So
What is
we're gonna
happening?
do it every 3 months.
Yeah, okay.
So we're only gonna do the next 3 months, and we're gonna go over everything that's coming out, movies and games wise, and maybe TV. I have to think about it. And the game is called Yas Nos and Is Fine. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick your Yas that's coming out, which is your most anticipated game or movie. Your Nos is what you're not anticipated for. Your opposite, and your Is Fine is go either way. Okay?
Courtesy of me and Sean's dialect.
Yep.
Yes. It's called Yas Nos and Is Fine.
I have one question. For anyone that is listening to our podcast, if there is something particular you would like to hear or any recommendations, we would love to hear from you guys.
Also, if you have like a question or something too for us,
Please do.
we will answer it on the podcast.
We still have an email.
We do?
Don't we?
Oh yeah, we do.
I don't remember what it is.
Anthony,
Sean might remember what
I
it is.
think it's something dumb because I made it and I panicked when I made it. Let me check.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Well, it's Gmail, isn't it?
well,
It is
anyways,
Gmail. It's moviemates345@gmail.com.
How did you bring that up so fast?
It's a long story.
Anyways,
One more time?
Moviemates345@gmail.com. I will check it next week, this time,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will read out if we get an email.
Yeah, and we'll answer that question.
Or just the video's on YouTube, so you can just leave a comment and ask a question.
So feel free to ask us anything in the YouTube comment section. In the coming weeks, we're going to try to branch out potentially and
Yes.
stick our podcast on some other
I'll
things.
try to get it on Apple Music.
Also, if there's like a
Apple
topic,
podcast, sorry.
there's a topic you guys want us to do in some sort of thing that's not just a movie review, we will just tell us and maybe we'll do it. Or if you see us out on the street, like just see me going on a nice little like stroll, and then you stop me and are like, "Hey, man."
Yeah, Sean goes
You
on
should do this.
strolls, everybody. Instead, he's actually running at high speed.
Maybe Hunter's at the store getting some groceries or whatever, and then you stop him and you're like, "Hey, man, you should talk
Or
about
maybe
this
you
on
see
the
him at
podcast."
7-Eleven.
None of these people have any idea who we look like, unless they're
Who
very
we look
close to
like.
us.
Who we look like. Well, you know what?
Or where we live.
Exactly.
Well, some might.
Okay, then.
If someone came up to me that I did not know and said, "Hey, are you that guy from the Movie Mates podcast?" I'd be kind of scared.
I'd be a little.
And you know what? Hunter would text us immediately.
Yes, I would.
Of course he
I'd
would.
be like, "I'm leaving."
Would
the
you not
podcast.
text
My
us?
life is in
Nah, I'd
danger."
text you.
Okay.
I feel like that was weird.
Well, anyway, to wrap this up, thanks for watching or
Mhm.
listening, everyone.
And we'll be back next week, maybe having seen Bloodshot.
We'll do something.
Yeah.
Hunter just freaked out.
Mhm.
All right, see you later, everyone.